I never can get this right. I'm just gonna put it down like that so you can see baby. I have got little Mary with me today. I forgot to actually check the back of her neck to find out what kit she really is. But she is a real kitty. I don't actually, when I buy babies that are ready-made, I don't worry about what kit they are. I just like the look of the kit. And if someone advertises a kit as, I don't know, Jane, and if I like the look of that kit, I will buy it. It's not the name, except, sorry, I won't go into that. But this is little Mary. She was in story time yesterday. And she was actually, I can't see. What I'll do, once I finish the video, when I'm doing it, I'll find out, have a good look at her neck and see what's on her neck. See what kit she is, because I'm not quite sure. I did have the name of the kit. There is something there. Oh, LPH. I think it is. That's what it looks like. LPH is on the back of her neck. I know when I got her, I actually did get a picture with her and that. You know, like a card and that, but it didn't look like her. And I haven't been able to contact the lady I adopted her from because she's no longer on eBay. I just forgot something, tissues. My nose, it's running. It's not a cold running. I don't know. We are in, today's the 2nd of August, and we are in our last month of winter. But I tell you, this winter has been crazy. I think I mentioned in last week's that my power bill isn't as high as it was for the same period last year. And how do I know this? You're probably asking. Because I read my meter each week. I actually should put a video of how I do my my readings, because I know how much it costs per kilowatt for my power, and I put it into a spreadsheet and it works out how much it is, estimate of what my bill may be. And usually, and most 99.9999% of the time, which is mostly all the time, I am correct in my thing, except for what are we in, the meter. So we get our bills every 3 months. So the last bill was July. So what's 3 months before July? April, May, June, July, April, May. Would have been April, May, June. Would have been April was the last reading. And that reading was only an estimate. They didn't actually read the meter because of the virus. They can't go around. And when they read the meter, it was way down lower than what I read it. And I was really worried that my bill this time was going to be high because of that. But in saying that, it wasn't. It was okay. The only thing I was worried about really was the credit I would have. Because in their estimate, the credit was higher than it really should have been. But in saying that, when I got my July bill, it just flatlined, it zeroed out to what it should have been. Sometimes there's only a cent or two out, but it was all right, because July bill was read completely, and that's all going good. So what I nearly wasn't going to do a video because I haven't been really good. I know I did a post on TikTok last night that when it's leading up to my birthday, I hope and pray that this will be my last birthday alone. And look like this one will be. I just hope the next one will. And but each year, I just keep going on. I put it that I did get a reply to that video. I haven't. Sorry, not a reply. I have got a comment to that video, but I haven't replied to the comment because I want to think of something smart to say, because it was from a man, and he said, have you ever thought of going being with a man? I thought, what? This guy does not understand, I think, about lesbians. I've got nothing against men. They're okay. If I see a good-looking man, yeah, I can accept that he's a good-looking guy. But that's as far as it goes. Now, why would I want to be with a man when I can be with a woman? But then again, it's just finding one. And what has made me feel better is that, you know, now I've got 2 babies coming. One from Stephanie and one from Margaret. Margaret, I won't get that one until Christmas, but that's okay. But can you guess what I've been doing? I have been looking for another baby. Not a big baby. I don't want any big babies. I think probably preemie ones. Garfield. He's still looking the way he did in yesterday's story time. Oh my God. Yes, I thought, should I buy a kit and have someone create the kit? Or should I just buy a baby straight out? I actually, looking on Facebook, I went to one lady who I've got a couple of my babies from. The one who actually created Garfield, but I don't think she does not know it actually is me, because I'm not me on Facebook. I'm someone else. And I asked for more. This little one, she's cute, she's bald, and I just wanted more photos, you know. So I haven't gotten back to find out what the photos are. I've gone on. I should contact Margaret to see if she's got any babies available, because I do love Margaret's work. She creates beautiful babies. She created my May baby. I should actually, what I might do is actually, the next story time is actually put babies together who've been created by the same artist. Like with Margaret, I've got 1, 2, I think I've got 3 with her. May, Jane, and Lee. I might put them, might do that. And the one I contacted on Facebook earlier, that's Trina. She did my Bridget, and my Down syndrome little Bridget one. She did Garfield. I'm not quite. I'll have to have a look what else she does, but I might do that next week to show you which one Margaret has created, so that Margaret does a great job with babies. And maybe I should contact her to see if she's got any little babies, because I could get a kit and send it to Stephanie. I know Stephanie does not do customs, but if she knows you and everything, she will. But I thought that would be too expensive. I'm not saying that Stephanie's babies are expensive, but because I'm in Australia, the exchange rate is ridiculous. And with using PayPal charges us for the conversion, because going from Australian dollars to American, they charge for that conversion rate. because usually I go onto Google and okay, from American to Aussie dollars, and it gives me this amount. You know, I thought, then why is that different? Why is it always higher when I do PayPal? Because PayPal add extra charges. I don't know if anywhere, and it is the pain, you know. I don't know if there's anywhere else that actually does it. PayPal is okay if I'm just using in Australia. It's okay because there's no conversion rate. But when I'm actually, as I said, changing over to American money, they charge a conversion rate. And it is a pain. I know where I volunteer, I actually brought this up, and one of the girls said she wondered why it was more than what it should be. I said, yes, because PayPal charge a conversion rate. So if there's anybody else out there who pays money to America and they're from another country, you wonder why there's a bit higher, because of the conversion rate. It is crazy. I know, getting back to babies, as I said, buying a kit. I went on to, it's just finding the right kit and then having it curated, because then it takes time. But if you buy one that's already curated, it's only got to wait a week. And here I said I was only getting 2 more babies. But if the tiny babies, like little Mary here, Mary is a tiny baby. This rug, I think when I first got it, I think when I got Ruby. And Ruby is my first baby who I adopted in 2013. I think this is one of hers. See, I like babies like this. They're tiny and they're nice to hold. But then I do like the newborn size because they are really good to hold. I know when I went out on Friday, I went over to get my lunch and I got some mince because I wanted to cook the stew, and I took little Lou with me, Lee. Well, her kit name is Lee Lou, so she could be either Lee or she could be Lou. But Lou is the boy's name. Oh, no. And she, even though she is a preemie size, she is such good to hold. Because Margaret does great at filling them and making them feel a good size, doesn't she? As you know, this little Mary, she was in yesterday's video, weren't you? Yeah. So have you watched my story time yesterday? It was a good one. I'm not going to say what it is because you should already know what it is. What else was I going to... Oh, there's something that really... It's amazing how things are different from different countries. Like, I watch... Most of my YouTube videos are from America. And I was watching one yesterday, and she was saying how the size of her baby's limbs. And she said 1/4. Yes, it is 1/4, but we say 1/4 or 3/4, and we don't say 3/4. We say 3/4. Because it's really crazy. Is it crazy? How I know, because it seems I know this story. It's not a production line. Is like England. It's like we all come from England. They had all the convicts, England, Ireland, all the convicts were, although we don't have convicts coming from Ireland. We've got convicts coming from England. And they, first, I think England first sent their ships to America. They sent all the convicts, everything was going to America. Until it got to the stage where America said, stop, we do not want any more. Please do send them somewhere else. So the next port of call was Australia. And that's just how it happened. I'm not, 1788 is when it's 26th of January, it's 1788 is when they first come to Australia. And in a way, I'm glad that my ancestors actually did come to Australia. I'm not putting America down, but I see about different things, how we are different to America. Like I seen on TikTok, this girl couldn't afford to go to the doctor. She had no insurance. When she could finally get insurance and go to the doctor, she was diagnosed with cervical cancer. I didn't know how far it is because TikTok videos are max of 60 seconds. We're here in Australia, and we have got a problem. We can go, we don't need insurance. I don't have health insurance. I cannot afford health insurance. If we had to pay, like if I was in America and I need to go to a doctor, I couldn't afford it. I didn't have insurance. Especially back in 2008 when I was bleeding. I didn't know what, I knew it wasn't right bleeding. If I had to wait until I could afford it, who knows how long that could have been, and who knows how fast that cancer in my cervix could have grown. That is one thing I love about Australia, is that we do not have to wait. We do not need insurance to actually go to the doctor. If you can afford it, people pay it, but then because I get benefit from the government, it doesn't cost me a thing, although it depends on your doctor. I always look for doctors that bulk billed. I think the only time I've actually had to pay for a doctor is for a skin check or a specialist. I'm wondering, did I pay to go see that surgeon guy? I don't know. And every time I go to the doctor, it doesn't cost me a cent, because maybe, I think at the end of the year is when, if you're not in private insurance, you pay what we call a Medicare levy, and which actually goes towards taxes and that. But since I don't work, I don't pay taxes. I have my Medicare card, and for me, it's free. Which America have really got to pull themselves together and fix it. You don't know how many people out there are dying of diseases that can be cured if they could get to a doctor to get treatment. That is sad. You know, that is sad. Like, as I said, with my I only had pre-cancer cells in my cervix. They were only pre-cancer. They weren't complete cancer. They were pre. And that was October 2008. If I couldn't afford to go to a doctor, I wasn't working. I was getting government money. How long could it be before I could actually afford to go to the doctor to actually find out what was going on? It would have been too late, I reckon, for that. And that would have been sad, because I wouldn't be able to enjoy the last 12 years. Yeah, it's coming up, when are we? August. Yes, 12 years, coming up 12 years. I'm just thinking, it's about 12 years since I think it's about 12 years. That has gone so fast. And I think if I couldn't afford to go to the doctor, find out why I was bleeding, if I couldn't afford the doctor, and in the process of that, if I couldn't afford to go see a gynecologist, what would have happened? I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today. And that's why I feel America needs to do something. America, one thing I don't I know we are the lucky country. Australia, I feel, is the lucky country because of our health care and looking after. But do you classify yourself as the lucky country? If you do, I'm sorry, I don't feel you are. I'm not putting you down, but in terms of health care, looking after your people, those who are ill and sick and could be dying, it is sad when people cannot afford to go see their doctor. It is sad. Medical insurance in Australia, they do, if you're working, they do advise workers to actually have insurance, healthcare insurance. Like they can just take out, you can take out hospital. Then they've got to need because ambulance costs a lot. I know. I've only had to use the ambulance once, and because I had a healthcare card, it didn't cost me anything. I did get the bill, but I just sent it back, let them know that I have a healthcare card, and that was the end of it. And that was over, I think it was between $600 and $700, and the trip would have been maybe 15 minutes. You know? And if you haven't got ambulance insurance when you're in Australia, it is, especially if you might not need it, but I never needed it until, I can't remember when it was now, I can't remember when I was working. There was let me see, I've got to work this out, 2009, maybe 10, 11, roundabout, not quite, I cannot remember when it was, but it was, if I was working, but I still had a healthcare card because I was still getting payment from the government. Otherwise, there was no way would I afford. But I do know if I actually had rang a taxi and taken myself to the hospital, they would have sent me home because, oh, you look all right. I know that for a fact because I know when I was actually driving taxis, I picked up a guy out of Tormina, and he was heading in there used to be a doctor here where I am, to see a doctor because he needed help for depression. He said he was told by someone, if you take these many pills and drink alcohol, it would kill you. He did that, but it didn't kill him, so he took himself to the hospital. They sent him home because, oh, you look all right. If you are sick, if you feel that you do need help, especially, it is crazy. And ambulance is the way to go because they got to take you in and they've got to look at you. Well, I don't know how long I was there for, but they had to make sure that I was okay, that nothing was, maybe I'll turn around this way so you can see the baby. Yeah, because they had to make sure that I was okay. Can we? Yeah, there's Ashley over there. I'll bring Ashley over soon. I'm still not getting her in. I don't know. There, she has got a cute little face, this one. So I do have, to all my subs out there, that you are, especially though, I think most of mine in America, that if you need health care, that you are able to afford to get it, because having our health is very important. Without our health, we have got nothing. I am feeling good at the moment. Except for emotionally, mentally, that is the problem, most problem I have really, because I think it was the way I was in a really bad state last night, and it was after I posted that video. You know, people say, you're beautiful, Cely. Although on TikTok they don't know my name because I go by another name. And they say, you're beautiful, you will find someone. Oh, it is crazy, you know. I don't need someone in my life. I am not lonely. I want someone in my life. I want someone who will be here when I'm not at my best, to be there for me, because there are nights where I do cry myself to sleep. And it is hard. Last night, I never know when this is going to hit me. People, I don't know. I'm just checking this up, trying to get it. I think I might need to pick a phone. What do you reckon, Mary? And it is hard. I'm used to being alone. I'm alone. And I know I don't feel it's bad being alone when you don't feel lonely. But on TikTok, you can go live on TikTok if you've got 1,000 followers. And just like YouTube. Oh, but I can go live even though I've got less. I can do it on my computer. And I just said on this one live, I said, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. And the person said that it's like, that's worse than being lonely. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. It is crazy. This world is crazy. People have got to treat people better than what they do. People have got to accept people for who they are and not judge them for who they are, which I feel my family did. And that's why being in Coffs Harbour was the best. Moving to Coffs Harbour was the best thing I ever did. Even though at the time I was moving here to get away from my ex. I didn't realise I was also moving here to get away from my family. And I don't care if that person is watching, because what I say is how I feel, and this is how I feel. The best thing I ever did was leave that area and get away from family, because family can be toxic. And I know my family is not the only toxic family out there. There are probably millions of toxic family where people just don't get along, where they always, I don't know, it's just crazy. But in saying that, I do love Coffs at the moment. But then I think leave Coffs, but I thought, where would I go? Because finding a place is hard. There is a unit vacant the other side of the plaza, and I don't know if I will apply for it, because you've got to apply for it before you view it, because of what's going on with virus at the moment. And with this virus, things are getting crazy. We had these, I don't know, 2 or 3 girls left Victoria, come through New South Wales, somehow end up in Queensland where they live, and they lied about where they had been, and they tested positive for the virus, because Victoria is a hotspot. Melbourne is a hotspot. Victoria has closed their borders, I think. Queensland are going back the same because of this virus. Woolly stores in Australia are getting to the stage where you have to wear a mask. I don't have a mask, but in saying that, I went on and I ordered 2. People think, why do you go online and order? Because I didn't want just a mask. I wanted a mask. I wanted a mask that I'm proud to wear. One I got was, it's all cats. I shouldn't have told you. I'll just say that it's cats. I won't say anything else. And was it that one or the other one? I ordered two. And someone said, oh, you can't wash them. You can't wash your mask. You need to wash your mask. You got to wash them after. I mean, for us having to wear masks is, I'm 62 and we've never been through anything like this before. I still can't. I unclipped the leg. We're going to go lopsided. And we are in a crazy world. All because of what happened over in China. People saying, oh, you blaming China. You racist. It's not being racist. Look what they have done to the world. They have put the world into a crazy position in what's going on. People are dying because of what happened in China. This, I shouldn't say too much because YouTube don't like what we're saying about this. I will bring Ashley over because she was also in the video yesterday. I know, because where we volunteer, we got a memo from, yeah, this is little Ashley. She is my one and only Ashton Drake doll. And the reason I got her because of her, who she is. I used to follow when I was on there as me, I used to follow a group on there, and this doll was the main thing in the group. The group was about this doll, and she would, I know it's a doll, but her owner would say funny things and it would make me laugh. It was great, and I just loved this doll. And she is so cute, isn't she? She is so cute. She is Daddy's, I think it's Daddy's little girl from Ashton Drake, aren't you? Yeah. Know what I'm saying? Oh, the virus. It is getting crazy. We have kids have been getting the virus, elderly can get the virus, and they have been dying. Nursing homes they've contacted the virus, and their residents have been dying because they get this virus. There have been workers in aged care going to work when they've been sick. You know, if you've got a cold, you don't know if it's just a cold or it's the virus. And that is why. That's what I was going to say earlier. We got an email from the volunteer coordinator about different things. It was from runs where I volunteer, and she has been tested twice for virus, and luckily she's been she hasn't got it. But I emailed coordinator and asked, should we be tested, even though we show no symptoms, because you can have the virus and not have any symptoms. And I said, even though I didn't want a thing shoved up my nose, that's what they do. They get this thing and they shove it down your nose to test if you got the virus. And it's crazy because why can't they just test your spit? Because it's droplets like that that can cause a virus. On my glasses. I got no tissues. Excuse me. Got to wipe my glasses. I should be getting my new glasses soon. So next week I should have my new glasses on. I shouldn't say, because then you see if you can actually tell if I got my new glasses. As I said, I didn't like the idea of having this thing stuck up my nose. But if I had to have it, I would do it. And what she did is she sent out an email to all volunteers saying that, she didn't say who actually asked. She said a volunteer asked, should we be tested? And they explained that it could be, I can't can't remember what she said, but we don't need to be tested because they reckon only if you get some symptoms. But then again, if you don't have symptoms, what is it? Sore throat, runny nose, flu-like symptoms, shortness of breath, whatever. But I haven't had a cold. I haven't had a sore throat. Sometimes I think, have I got a sore throat? I thought, no, I haven't got a sore throat. That was like after I had my hysterectomy. Completely different story. I was sitting watching TV, and they had the symptoms for ovarian cancer come up. And I said, now, do I have them symptoms? It took me a little bit to remember that I can't get ovarian cancer because I do not have ovaries. I had a completely total hysterectomy because they didn't know where my cancer was. My gynecologist told me I had cancer but didn't know where it was. He's a gynecologist. They have these high testing things. Why couldn't they figure out where the testing was? I know people said what I did when I got home. How could they not know where it was? Because he said it could be in the ovaries, could be the tubes, could be the uterus, could be anywhere. And it did take me a while to realise why they couldn't figure out where it was. Because in the process that when I had to find out why I was bleeding, they actually did a curette where they pulled, they clean out the uterus and that. And in the process, it would have been some stuff coming through the cervix. And that's why they didn't know where it was. And that's why I thought, why don't they know? But then I found out it was in my cervix. I did. I Googled. When they don't know, and how's a person supposed to know where it is? But lucky it was only pre. And yes, I was lucky, very lucky. I don't know if I hadn't moved the coughs, would have got it so early. If I didn't meet Sarge, we wouldn't have got it so early. But yeah, I'm here. For some reason, I'm still hanging on. Still living each day as it comes. Whatever comes, I confront it. I deal with it whichever way comes. Whether it's crying, whatever. I deal with it. And that is what we have to do, is deal with it. And if you're so lucky to have someone to help you through things, you won't know what it's like to go through things when there's no one there for you. It is hard. I mean, it is hard. But people say, why are you living there in Coffs? Why aren't you near your family? I don't want to be near my family. Why would I want to be near such, I'm going to say it, toxic people? This is, as I said earlier, this is how I feel. This is my thoughts. It's coming from me. And if someone else is watching this, you know who you are. I don't care. I'm living my life the way I should have been living. Yeah, it's crazy. This world is crazy. People have just got to respect each other, accept people for who they are. I've said it before, and I'll say it again and again. There's only one person. We do not judge others. It is not our place to judge others. And if you judge a person by their religion, what they look like, their weight, their sexuality, whatever they identify as in their gender, if you judge people on that, you're a bad person, because you cannot judge it. No one can judge. There's only one person that will judge, and we all know who that is, and we'll all meet our maker one day. Speaking of which, we're talking about, you see ads on TV about funeral insurance, and they don't say when they die, they say if they die. To me, that is so funny. How can they say if they die? Isn't that person ever going to die? Are they going to live forever? It's ridiculous. I know, I have I've seen insurance. There's one insurance, when they used to do the ads, they used to say, have it as one person would actually choose to get insurance. And they will go out and they'll buy insurance and that. I hate that. I do. When you're in a relationship with someone, any kind of decision is between the both of you. No matter whether renting, buying a house, insurance, anything, it's between the both of you. And I contacted this insurance company and I told them, I said, when it comes to insurance, anything, it's the couple who makes a decision, not one person. I didn't get a reply, but I tell you, the ad's changed. And there's another ad. It was about bras. And they would say, what's the first thing you take off when you get home? And of course, bra. And I thought, no, I can't take my bra off unless I take my top off. So what did I do? I contacted them. I said, I told them. But how do you take your bra off when you've got a top on or a dress on? How? You're not going to wriggle the bra on off and take it off. It's ridiculous. And so I contacted them, and of course it changed. So if you see an ad on TV where you feel it's absolutely stupid, contact them. Voice yourself out there. What they're saying is incorrect. Maybe I should do this about this insurance. What do you mean if they're going to die? That is absolutely crazy. We're all going to die one day. I follow a nurse. She is a hospice nurse on TikTok, and it is so amazing what she tells. I'm not scared of dying. I'm not scared of death. I'm not. Why? Because for me, it's saying another part of living. You're going to another place, you know, or you might come back. We don't know. Reincarnation, it does happen. You've seen it happen. There is, I won't say who it is, there is this entertainer in Australia who has got, I think it's a four-year-old boy. And he says that he is, in another life, he was Princess Diana. You know, he tells things that there's no way he would have, because he only knows about Princess Lady Di from her parents, from whatever. Not much is more out there about her anymore, which is sad. But one thing I'm glad is that William is letting his kids know about their grandmother Diana. And how would this 4-year-old boy know things about Diana? It is crazy. I've seen something on TikTok where this little girl, she kept jumping out of her window, you know, and hurting her. And they say, like, and she went in the hospital, and this, I don't know, someone asked her, why were you jumping out of your window? My mummy told me to get out of the window. So the place was on fire, jump out of the window. This guy said, he asked this little girl, said, what year is it? She said 1700 and something. This little girl, I think her mother was a witch, and her mother was telling her, jump out, because they have, you know, back in them days, they actually burnt witches at the stake, and that's what they were doing. They're burning down the house because the witches lived there, and the mother told her, jump out of the window, and that's what she was doing. And, you know, I do believe in reincarnation, but I don't know if I've been reincarnated. Sometimes they feel that if you are reincarnated, there's something in your life as to if you're scared of something. They also say if you've got a birthmark They reckon that birthmark was caused by how you died in your previous life. I do have one on my arm somewhere, but you know, it's reincarnation. They reckon you come back because you haven't finished what you finished in your past life, so you come back again. Yes, there's a thing on YouTube where I listened to it last night, and it really calmed me down. And listened to it, but I couldn't get anything. But this guy said that you don't go through it the first time. You do it a few times to do it. And I'm going to continue. But one thing about it, it did calm me down, and I was feeling good. It was really good. But I tried to do what he was saying, and I just didn't see anything. Didn't feel anything. There was some on there, it was on YouTube, that did feel that where they come from, how they died, how old they were, and everything. It is amazing. I know some people do not believe in reincarnation. That is okay. One thing, it's another thing, if people have beliefs about something, that is their beliefs. That is who that person is. You do not, it's just like people have their own religion. You do not put a person down because of their religion, of anything, and what they feel, their feelings and everything. Never put a person down because of that. And one word I really do not like. The word hate. When it comes to people. I hate it. I know you can say I don't like the word hate when it comes to saying, people say, oh, I hate that person. Oh, I hate that person. Hate is too strong a word. You know, I don't hate anybody. I could dislike them. I could hate what they do, but I don't hate the person. Too strong a word. You know, it is, isn't it, little girl? Yes. For some my phone is cut down. What are 47? I've got to bring Garfield up. He's still looking to. Do you remember how he looked in story time yesterday? Turn around, turn around. Every now and then I'm going to wring his neck. There you are. For some reason, I've only got 56 minutes. That's okay. I'm glad I did get in and do this video. Because I am feeling a lot better than what I was earlier. I was watching, what's the day? I don't think I was watching a segment of yesterday, and she was eating pizza. I don't need pizza. I know I've put on weight, you know, and it's hard. Food is so yummy, and especially with depression, I eat. You know, you go shopping and you don't think you don't need, but what do? You buy it off the shelf. And like I thought this is going to last me a week, but it doesn't. But when it runs out, that's it until they go. I know I've got to go shopping. I know I've got to go shopping tomorrow because I'm back volunteering on Tuesday, and I've had the last 2 weeks because I couldn't get to where they were hadn't, so back to volunteering. So I've got to get some carrot, and I've got to get some more pineapple and some beetroot, and what else? I've got lettuce. How do you store your lettuce? It is hard now because I usually used our shopping bags. But now since I take away the single-use shopping bags, it's hard to find something to store lettuce where. And when I used to do that, the lettuce used to last me a long time. I mean, I'd only have it like twice a week, and I could last 3 or 4 weeks before it was really good. But at the moment, I have got some bags. It's how do you store? I know you can buy containers for lettuce, Can you peel the leaves off a lettuce and just store the leaves by themselves in a container? Is that okay to do that? I hope someone will actually let me know so I can actually maybe do that, because I have got bags I've been using, but I would love to actually have, if I could pull the leaves off a lettuce and use them. You might be able to, because you can buy salad leaves. I don't know if you can do that. Can someone let me know? I've got 6 minutes. How do you store your lettuce? I buy the good old iceberg lettuce. To me, that is lettuce. I love the only lettuce. It was the lettuce I was brought up on. No, I've got eggs, I've got cheese, I've got ham. I've got to get pineapple. I love pineapple. I love pineapple. Will I have a pizza tonight? What do you reckon? He says yes. You know what pizza we're getting? I had a pizza a couple of weeks ago, and we can get a pizza in Australia delivered for $15, which is really good, because usually they're about $22, $23, especially they have going. Get a pizza, $2. And you get, for lunchtime, you can get a garlic bread for $2. So I wonder if I order it now, can I get the garlic bread as well? I'll wait and see. I'll have a look. What was I going to say? Oh, pizza. I thought of getting a half and half pizza. So when I'm now going to get half ham and pineapple, half Hawaiian, and I seen a nice one, chicken and bacon. I thought that sounds something different, you know. When I looked at it, they had an onion on it. Why do they have onion on their pizza? Why? Why doesn't it say chicken, bacon and onion? I want to try another different kind of pizza, but I'm fussy. I am fussy. I like chicken, I like bacon, but I'm not an onion eater. I know I could take it off, but it depends how. Maybe I should actually go onto Facebook and ask them, why can't, there should be something, a message saying, please do not put onion on it. There should be something, because I buy ham and pun because I don't like anything hot and spicy. I know Stephanie had all these pizzas. I thought, oh my God, they're going to go cold. I like my pizza hot. You got to have hot pizza. And it's even better a second time around when you reheat it. Isn't it? Well, I've got full, I don't know why I'm cut down. Maybe I've got something on there. I don't know. So I think we might go. I am feeling a lot better than I did at the start. I'm glad I did this video. That is what this is for. For me, it's therapy. And I do chatting, because when I'm home here, I got no one to chat to. I do. I do my story each week, but that's reading a story. And I am feeling a lot better than was even before I started. My babies are sitting here. I might leave them on the bed there for a while. We've got sun coming into in the window. This winter is crazy. I cannot believe. I think we're in our third and final month of winter. And I think I may have had the heater going 3 times. Where last year, I think I had it going almost every night, and sometimes in the day, because the days are cold. I know, it's crazy. But I know if it's cold inside now, I got to the stage, I go outside and I got a seat outside my back door and I sit in the sun. If I move, it's going to have to a place where I can move into a place where I can actually sit in the sun. I don't want to have to sit inside all the time. Well, I think the one over the other side, there's nowhere to sit in the sun. You got a balcony, but you don't get any sun. I need to have sun. We need sun for our mental health, I think. So when I get this going, I might go out and sit out there, have a cup of tea, have a bicky. Yeah, will we have pizza? He wants pizza. Garfield liked pizza. You know, Garfield the car, he liked pizza. Do you like pizza? Yeah. So I think we better go. I'm getting down to less than 2 minutes going, and I will see you in my next video. I'm thinking of doing a changing video, even though babies don't need to be changed, because this winter is crazy. I don't know what the temperature is, but it is crazy. It's not like winter. Maybe it's because I've actually got used to living in the place I'm living in. I've acclimatized to it, which is good because I don't need... I got to go. Okay, bye. Bye. It's got to go soon. So we will see you in the next video. I'm not quite sure when that will be. So have a good day and enjoy your babies. If I get another baby, I'll have a box opening. I think this is what's doing good. So bye, babies. Bye. Bye. Enjoy life. Enjoy what you do. Do not, it's something I want to talk about, but I might leave it till next week. So everybody take care and bye.